Uh, hey, everybody. Welcome back again to a little Austin Sports Weekend with Austin, the man himself right here. It is time to talk sports. We got a lot of stuff going on. Got the NBA finals going on.
A
Baseball's
lot more
kicking
than
in.
last week, let me tell you that
Yeah,
much.
last week was a little low
Quiet.
in the sports week. But before we get started, always thanks again to SevereTV.com for setting us up here in studio, the beautiful studio. And thanks again for Autographs Plus for sponsoring us. They got a couple stores, one in Pigeon Forge, one in Sevierville. Got a good website, www.apsevere.com. So be sure and check them out. But let's jump into, we're going to start out this week with
Austin's special news
the
bulletin.
news bullets. Let's go ahead and hit us up with some breaking news there, Austin.
Shocking, I know this is very shocking. We got some conference realignment news.
Really? No, really? I would have never guessed that. What kind of, who's going where now?
Delaware and Kennesaw State will join the Conference USA this year.
Oh, so that was it's a quick one then. It's not even going to take a
And
couple years.
Missouri State will follow them 2025.
All right, well, cool. So, they had the Conference USA had some teams leave, right?
So they're cherry picking FCS teams to go back and be an FCS conference in the FBS.
Do they have eventually bring up like high school teams to fill up the ones that they take from the lower ones? I mean, where do you get the lower teams at? All right, what do you got on number 2 there for us?
Snoop Dogg's alcohol brand Gin and Juice will sponsor the Arizona Bowl.
Gin and Juice is going to sponsor a bowl.
Yeah,
That's all
Snoop
we
Dogg
need.
is gonna.
That's all we need is
Snoop Dogg's-
alcohol at a football game.
Yeah, like that's never went bad at all.
That's never went bad. What's going to be the prizes? You know, because normally you got a little prize box. You know that.
Do you just have the coaches chug a bottle again?
Are you going to get it's gin? Are you going to get a fifth of liquor? I mean, is that going to be?
You can't have the players drink it because some of them are too young to drink.
A lot of them should be. What's your next one you got there?
More conference realignment.
Oh man, go ahead.
The West Coast Conference, famous for the hoops.
Yeah, they've got some really good hoops teams.
They will add Grand Canyon and Seattle to the mix in 2025.
Oh, cool. Did they actually lose any teams?
No. They're adding teams.
That's what I say. So they're just getting bigger. Then they're not filling empty spots. They're just getting
They're mainly
bigger.
banking on Gonzaga and St. Mary's to
Yeah.
be the bulk, to be the big two of their basketball.
Gonzaga's a perennial top 10, and St. Mary's the last few years
Perennial top 25.
is
It
a perennial
seems.
top. They've been a perennial top 10 probably the last few years too. So that's not too bad. They're just trying to grow the conference. You feel bad about the smaller conferences that's losing all these teams, but what do you got on this next?
The Pittsburgh Pirates debuted Paul Skenes, I hope I said his last name right, for the number 1 prospect in all of baseball
Oh, sweet.
against the Cubs, and he got a 3 ERA before exiting.
Well, maybe for your first game out, that's not too bad. I'm sure there was lots of nerves.
He was averaging a .99 ERA, less than 1 runs a game in the AAA before getting promoted.
You see, there's a big difference between AAA
In the
talent
majors.
and Major League talent. But he still may settle in and drop that ERA down. If he can shoot for around 2 in the MLB, he's an all-star.
Yep.
So that'll be good. What else we got going there?
Jared Goff has met his future set, pretty much, with the Detroit Lions.
Oh yeah, I saw he got a pretty sizable contract. How big was it? What was the contract?
4 years for $210 million.
4 years for 2. So that's 105. That's 50 million a year
Oh, boy.
for Jared Goff.
Oh, boy. For Jared Goff, baby.
I'm in the wrong business.
You should be a backup quarterback or a coach and get all that money.
Yeah, maybe. I guess. I could see 200 million if you were a Super Bowl winner. But I guess, how much did Mahomes get though? Didn't he get
$500 million, and
So if 500
rarely
million,
you get a player that's worth $500 million.
he
Patrick
probably is. They probably sell 500 millions a year in. Over his contract, they'll probably sell that many in jerseys.
I don't know. I think that contract is worth it though.
Yeah, but I don't know if Goff jumps up and wins you a Super Bowl in that 4 years,
That
then
makes the contract worth
that
it.
makes the
Worth
contract
it.
worth it. But if you pay him $200 million and he's the same Jared Goff we've had over the first part of his career,
I
don't
guess
know.
they're highly banking on the upside of Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Really, this is what the contract tells me is what's happening.
The only thing, as a Tennessee fan, I'm not too fond of that because Hendon Hooker's the backup there.
And he's probably not going to have a chance to start unless he moves elsewhere.
Now, how many times has this happened in the past? I'm going to give my quarterback a $200 million contract, and then a year and a half into it, he gets injured, and the backup quarterback comes in and looks better than the starter. He takes the.
That's pretty much Carson Wentz with Jalen Hurts back a while ago. Carson Wentz had a massive contract. Jalen Hurts beat him out and played better.
That's what I say. If Hooker ever gets a chance to come in and he wins, then that contract may be a little
Suspect.
What you got there for us next?
The Giants are celebrating 100 years as a franchise.
100
upcoming year.
of the New York Giants. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, so I'm not a New York Giant fan, but I am a Giant fan because they took down Brady twice.
Well, Eli Manning is a
the
big
helmet,
reason.
the helmet catch. The helmet catch is still. I mean, when you say helmet catch, you know what game it is, what team it is. That's one of the most iconic catches for the whole year. But congrats to the Giants. They're going to have, you said, red jerseys, maybe?
Century red jerseys with a mix of blue and red.
And a blue and
Michigan mock helmet.
and a milk, because that's what their helmet looked like in the old time. So it's going to have the stripe.
Looks like Michigan's helmet for those who
Anyway,
are
the Giants are going to look a little weird on some of the jerseys here. What else you got going there for us?
some bad news for the MLB and broadcast markets as Comcast is threatening to drop them.
Well, there's a lot of people dropping Comcast, so
I'm
don't
just
know
that's
how.
just some of the big news that's come out. Diamond Sports and Comcast are having a bit of a contract dispute, which is leaving some people unable to watch baseball games.
see, I'm a huge baseball fan, so I've got MLB. I mean, I've got MLB TV. That way I can watch any game that I want to. That's not a blackout game. And if it's a blackout game, then it's available local, and I can watch it that way. So,
EA Sports college football news. How about that?
come on, bring me some EA Sports. Bring it on, baby. What you got?
They have officially revealed the cover athletes for the game.
Oh, I actually saw that. It's got quite a few people on it, ain't it like 11 people or something that's on the cover?
Yeah, 11 different athletes, but the main three have been revealed.
Uh-huh.
Quinn Ewers, the Texas quarterback.
He come back for his senior year.
Michigan's running back Donovan Edwards. And Colorado's two-way player Travis Hunter are the main guys on the cover this year.
I can see Texas because they've got a shot to be. I think they're definitely probably going to be in the playoffs this year. I can see Michigan because they just came off of a national title. I'm still iffy on Michigan because they've lost their coach. They've lost their
bunch of
18
players.
players went to the NFL off of your starting roster. Colorado, why? Why would you put a 4-win team?
Remember the hype.
Oh yeah,
You gotta feed the hype.
you gotta feed the hype.
And that
Feed the hype.
is the end of the bulletin this week.
That is the end of the bulletin. Well, woo! Let's go ahead and jump about. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs because they are hot and heavy right now. The Celtics have clinched their spot in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And they're pretty much ready to mow down whoever they meet.
They get a little bit of rest, which sometimes is good, sometimes bad. Going up against them, we have a chance to have the Knicks. The Knicks are up 3-2.
And on Friday night, they have a chance to claim the series and meet Boston.
They are playing in the Pacers.
Yeah, the Pacers.
And so far,
yeah.
every home team's won so far in this series.
So that should favor the Knicks.
It should favor the Knicks. No, I mean the Pacers. They're at the Pacers Friday.
I mean, if Pacers win, then Game 7's in New York.
Yeah. So actually, Indy is favored by 5.5, even though the Knicks are up. This one actually may end up going 7 unless there's a superhero performance by the Knicks. But I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Pacers fan. But I would love to see a Boston,
New York.
Knicks, a Celtics Knicks Eastern Conference Final. I'm in. Count me in. I am in for that. I would love to watch that. Over on the Western side, both series are tied 3-2.
The Mavericks have a chance to close out their series with the Thunder In Dallas.
In Dallas. They are favored by 4.5. The Thunder were really, really hot starting out. We were thinking, man, this is they're the number 1 seed.
But they're
In the West.
extremely young.
They're really, really young. Sometimes it takes going through some series like this to learn how to win. You've got the talent.
Their star, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, only 25 years old.
How about that when your star is 25 and everybody else is young puppies? So the Thunder are going to be good for years and years to come. I would love to see Luka and Dallas go in there into that Western Conference Final. But that's just my preference. I'm a little bit of a Dallas Mavericks fan.
I love Dirk Nowitzki. He's my
about-
favorite player of all time. He might not be the best one of all time, but he's my favorite one.
Yeah, he's. I've got a little bit of a soft spot for him too. I really loved that team the year that they took the
Super Team Heat down.
The Super Team Heat down. Yeah.
But that's another can of worms we could discuss at another
we
time
can get
here.
into that one. Yeah, we got the Timberwolves and Nuggets. The Nuggets are up 3-2, and the Timberwolves we thought had a
Might have had a
stranglehold.
stranglehold, but the
No.
reverse card has been played.
It has been played, and then Thursday night they are at Minnesota and have a chance
To do a reverse sweep potentially.
to a reverse sweep to go from going 0-2
To win the series
to
4-2.
winning the series 4-2. I mean, they got a chance to win 4 straight against the Timberwolves.
And get some extra rest.
Again, the Timberwolves are a great young team.
I'm not going to put it against the
Not
Wolves.
going to put anything against the Wolves. They got some great young talent, but again, maybe they got up 2-0, and as a young team, you let your
Against a
you-
championship
you-
caliber team like the Nuggets.
and what did Joker? What did
The Joker do?
What did the Joker do in Game 5?
Played a perfect game.
40 points. What was
Like
it?
13
11,
or 12 assists.
13, 12 assists, and
7
10
rebounds
seven- no,
with no turnovers.
no Z, how can you score 40 points and have no turnovers? How can you score 40 points? And he's a passer.
He's
So-
you want to call
so
him a
there's a lot of instances where he could turn the ball over. Nope.
I'm
40
not-
points.
Though I'm not going to expect
And no turnovers.
I'm not going to expect Anthony Edwards to lay down lightly here.
No,
because
no.
they're on
Anthony,
their necks.
Anthony, I'm starting to really like Anthony Edwards. He may be my favorite young player right now. He is a stick of dynamite, man. He is fantastic to watch, and he's got that chip on his shoulder. Like he ain't, I really like that. I really like.
And these
him.
are the young crops coming.
These are the young crops. Personally, I would love to see Denver versus Dallas, and then Boston versus the Knicks. We will sort of see what we get here. Those two final series would be some of the best basketball we've had in a long time.
With the way Jokic is playing, it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard to beat him again, man.
Yeah, since if-
somebody made him mad. Because
Maybe
they went down-
ESPN made him mad.
They went down 0-2, and all of a sudden, who's going to say the eulogy at the Denver Nuggets funeral? Because it's over. And then since
Said too early.
Three straight since that happens. Three straight since they had the eulogy.
I bet you
written.
ESPN made him mad because they have a habit of getting a lot of people mad.
Yeah.
Including someone got mad at them for being incompetent.
Yeah, ESPN is definitely one of their low points of sports reporting, if you can call it sports reporting. That they
Or
do.
LeBron kissing, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, they do quite a bit of bad stuff. Jumping on just some other odd highlights. The Tom Brady roast. If you haven't seen the Tom Brady roast, warning for bad languages because there's a lot of bad language in it. But
Well,
it's,
what did you expect?
it's
a
a
Netflix
roast.
special.
It's a Netflix roast, but it had some funny moments in it. And Tom Brady, I think he regrets doing it now. He says like there were some bad things happen, there was some stuff happened that he could have probably laid it out better. And quote unquote, I'll never do that again. So that was sort of fun.
Are we ready for the Tennessee material now?
Oh, just one little more thing. We'll jump on baseball for just a little bit. Baseball so far, I'm a Yankees fan, so go ahead and shoot me. I'm a Cowboys fan and a Yankees fan. There's more people hate me in the sports world than probably anybody because I'm a Cowboys and a Yankees fan. But
I mean, there's a difference. between my team and your team in football, everyone hates your team because they brag a lot and they win.
Yeah.
Everyone hates my team because of how bad it is.
No, your team is a future team though. In baseball right now, the two hottest teams are the Phillies, which are on fire, 31-13. They have the mirror record. 31.
Well, the Phillies are playing some fighting Philly baseball right now.
They are. If they can stay healthy, they're going to be hard to beat. But the Braves are right behind them. The Braves look really, really good too. Your Cubbies look good. Milwaukee looks good over in that. Over in the AL, my Yankees are the first to 30 wins there.
And they continue to beat the snot out of the Twins, but that's just
They skunked the Twins the last two games. What, 4 or 5 on?
How many playoff games have the Yankees won against the Twins consecutively?
Just for, I'm a huge Judge fan too because he's the captain of the Yankees, and he started out a little injury and a little ridden. He's on fire though right now. He actually not in today's game. I think he went 2 for 3 today, but still, the game before that he went 4 for 4
with like a bunch of doubles,
a home run, 3 doubles, and a walk. Man, and then today his first hit today against the Twins was a double. He had 4 straight doubles. That's
a good hit where you can get a double.
That is some crazy stuff. But yeah, over in the AL, the Yankees are good. Baltimore is right there with the Yankees. The Yankees are a little bit ahead of them, but Baltimore's really, really good.
Cleveland's got a decent hold on the AL Central.
Yeah, and
but the Royals are not too far behind.
They're actually not too. They're only about a game and a half behind. Seattle and Texas are only about a game and a half apart, and so there's some really good baseball going on. We're early in the season, so we'll just sort of highlight who's hot and who's not right now. But let's finish up with a little Tennessee. How about that?
All right, I'll let you do the honors.
This coming year's basketball SEC schedule for the Tennessee Vols came out, and
we kept our traditional rivals.
Yeah, we have home and away with our 3 main rivals. Florida, we got a home and away. Vandy, we got a home and away, and Kentucky, we got a home and away. Whatever else you do, I want 2 games with Kentucky every year. I just love playing Kentucky.
The interesting game right there is the home game against Arkansas.
Yes.
That I've got my eye on.
We have home games against Alabama, which is a fantastic team.
Arkansas, which is going to be a very interesting.
We have Arkansas home with Adu.
And Cal.
Cal coaching and the Adu RX Power 4 Center on that team. We got Georgia at home, Mississippi State at home, Missouri at home, and South Carolina at home. We got a tough road, though. We are at Auburn.
LSU.
Tough. At LSU. At Ole Miss.
At Oklahoma.
At Oklahoma.
At Texas. At Texas A&M.
Woo!
Yikes.
And that's just the SEC schedule. So, we're going to play a good out-of-conference schedule to start off the year, too. I
just hope we hit that Lanier guy.
We're back in the Bahamas. I'm pretty sure we're back in the Bahamas this year.
Are we back in the Maui?
I think we're back in the Maui. If I'm not mistaken, I know we're going to be.
I love playing in Maui.
It is better. Yeah, so that's good.
I like the setting, the Hawaiian waves. It gives off such a relaxing feeling when Maui comes. Always around the Thanksgiving season too, so you get to enjoy.
A little
good basketball with some food.
Yep. Just one little quick note on the one player left that Tennessee is super. Tennessee's holding a spot for this kid, and Tennessee never ever holds a spot for anybody. Lanier out of Northern Florida.
That's why I wanted I mentioned him before.
He's down to 2 teams, Kentucky and Tennessee. Tennessee is the best spot for him as far as him learning to play the game better. He just went through the G League tryouts. He has to declare by the 29th. So he has to declare whether he's going pro or whether he's going to play in college by the 29th.
If he goes pro, then
he's got 2 weeks.
If he goes pro, then everyone loses.
From what I understand from the rumors through the G League, he's been told that he needs another year.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
So.
If Tennessee and Kentucky were in the running for this guy, and then all of a sudden he shuts them out because I'm going to go to the NBA.
He's probably going to end up in the G League and not even making it to the NBA.
So that would be a possible scenario.
He needs one more year. the Tennessee is the best spot to develop him better for the NBA right now, because he would come in and he would learn defense along with his offense, just like Connect. Connect is suspected to be like the 8th pick right now.
Unlike Kentucky right now with Mark Pope, with a brand new coach going to bring in his brand new assistant.
He would go in and he would be one of like three or four scorers on a rotation. The only thing that's got Kentucky in the mix is Neil money.
And brand recognition.
No, it's Neil money. Right now the highest paid transfer is rumored to have gotten like $2 million.
$2 million off of what?
Off of just transferring from one school to another.
Transfer money.
Off transfer money, and Tennessee is. I'm assuming because they don't want to destroy the locker room. Tennessee's probably not going to offer that. I could be wrong, but I don't know if Tennessee's got. So Kentucky might get him just because they offer more money. But Tennessee might offer less money, but they would give him a better track to get his game better for the NBA. So it's going to be interesting to see. I still think Tennessee is the perfect fit for him. I still think he ends up there, but we may not find out for a couple more weeks now. Jumping over into the Lady Ball basketball, Kim Caldwell is knocking it out of the park so far. She is batting 1,000. I thought she was going to bat 300. I thought she's batting 1,000, man. She is just killing it. She picked up another superstar, fast as lightning player. Picked up Ruby Whitehorn from Clemson. She was a former McDonald's All-American, Michigan Gatorade Player of the Year, and Miss Basketball for the state of Michigan. 2023 ACC All-Freshman Team. Career averages of 10.8 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and 1.7 steals. She had 21 games in double figures last season at Clemson. She is fast. Right now we've picked up 4 transfers, and all of them are fast. We are going to be the fastest team in the SEC. We will have the fastest court in the SEC. The only thing we don't have is missing a little bit.
The perimeter shooting.
We don't have the perimeter shooting. So, she's right now, she's not going to get those superstar players yet until we sort of prove ourselves a little bit. But, man, she is going to have a fast team. I'm really excited to see this game. I'm actually really excited to see some Lady Vols basketball. I am really excited to see how that we can score out of this. Just another little clip on the basketball while we're talking about it. Just one thing that I didn't even pay attention to. Tennessee was the only Power 6 level team last year to have a 20-point scorer in men's basketball and a 20-point scorer in women's basketball. I didn't even pay attention to that.
That's a very odd stat. Isn't it a little nitpicky, or is it like I'm
just saying, to have both your men's and women's team that good, to have that big of a star on each team was really, really good. Of course, Dalton Connect
Dalton Connect.
Yeah, and Raquel Jackson, who is at the Los Angeles team now, the Liberty.
No, the New York Liberty.
No, the L.A. Sparks.
L.A. Sparks.
Sparks. I don't know why I was thinking Liberty. So that was really cool. We'll jump into a couple more quick things before we jump out. Tennessee baseball. Right now, the betting odds came out for the national championship in college baseball, and Tennessee is the betting favorite to win the national championship. That doesn't mean they're going to win it, but that means they are the betting favorite for it.
Well, there was one little tidbit that you told me before the video started.
I didn't know how hot they were.
They won 8 straight series. I hope this makes a figure 8.
Tennessee is the only, the only Power Conference team that has won 8 straight series coming into this weekend. This weekend we got South Carolina in South Carolina, but they have not lost a series in 2 months. That's pretty good. I can maybe understand now why they are the betting favorite to win that title. Fantastic. On the Vol report, just talking about some lines again. Tennessee's win total over and under, what do you think it is?
Somewhere around the 8 or 9 range.
Yeah, it is actually 9.5.
Got that right.
Right on her. So we are, the over and under total is 9.5. So if we win, if we're 9-3, 10-2 is about where they're shooting us to be, and I'm sort of about like that too. Here here in maybe another month or so after things settle, we'll do just a Tennessee football special where we'll give just a little overview of the games coming up and stuff like that. But I think that's really, really good. Other than that, just a couple quick little breaking news things that we didn't get added because it come out. Tyler Boyd is a Titan. They got him signed
because the Bengals apparently have neglected their entire roster by making they're
losing a lot of talent.
They're losing players because T. Higgins is ticked off at the management for not giving him a contract.
And now Tyler Boyd is gone.
Tyler Boyd is gone, and now Hendricks, Trey Hendricks, their best, I hope I'm saying his name right, the best pass rusher on the team is also ticked off. So
yeah. You want to know what will fix that? Winning. But you got to get a healthy quarterback for that.
Yeah, they haven't really kept Joe Burrow healthy much over his time.
And just our last little note of a giggle, Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford, if you look at their last couple years, both have 24 wins, both have 66% completion.
About the same amount of
both have
touchdowns.
Around 75 touchdowns. Both of them have 41 turnovers. Both are around 46% on the success rate. Both
so they
of them
traded for the same quarterback.
It's like the Spider-Man meme. They traded
for the same quarterback.
For the quarterback, one quarterback went for one quarterback. The Rams sort of got the best out of it, maybe because they got a Super Bowl. They had to completely give up their entire team to do it.
To Detroit,
but they
got a ring.
But they did get that one ring. That's about it. That's about it for sports this week. We hope you had a little fun with us. We had a lot to talk about this week, but it was fun. Be sure to check us next week. There's a lot of stuff going on next week. We should be into the NBA Finals. Baseball will be rolling a little bit more, and there's always Tennessee stuff to talk about. Thanks again for Severe TV for setting us up. Thanks again for Autographs Plus for sponsoring us. Other than that, we will see you.
Keep yourselves green, people, and make sure you get the environment ready for
more sports. The grass is green.
See you next week.